What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Missflips. Today we are going thrifting and I'm going to show you guys some amazing finds that I had this weekend. I absolutely scored big time, so let's get to it. So usually when I go thrift shopping, I don't necessarily buy everything that I find that is valuable, such as this little tape dispenser. It's actually more valuable than I expected it to be, and honestly would be a great find for anyone who has an eBay or an Etsy store. And I've been thinking about doing that more recently, but I'm just not quite there yet, so I decided to pass on that. And I usually start off in the electronics and, old school supplies and toys and stuff like that, just to see if I find something really, really valuable. But it's always kind of the underwhelming part of the venture. But I did find this awesome vintage camera, and these actually are pretty popular right now and do sell for a pretty penny if you're looking to, scavenge for things that are gonna get you some pretty good dollars on that eBay store. Next up on popular thrifted items is Pyrex. This vintage look is super popular right now, and I'm not sure if this is particularly Pyrex. I know it's a Noritake china set, or part of one, and so yeah, I think it's Pyrex. But anyways, this look is super popular, and as you can see, they sell for way more than it is sold at Goodwill. Next up is milk glass. It's also pretty popular right now. It's known for its translucent behavior. As you can see, it kind of takes on that orange color from the lid, and it has pretty decent resale value, honestly. So if you're looking to thrift flip for a couple quick bucks, I don't know if it sells super fast, but yeah, might as well try it. I don't know enough about it to really look at milk glass and be like, oh yeah, this is super valuable. But I found this and I couldn't find it anywhere using Google Lens, so let me know in the comments if I should not have left this behind. I just thought that, $8 was a little bit too expensive, so I passed on that and moved on to this really cool box that I found. It's a jewelry box, obviously pretty old and has seen more love in its life than not. But I looked it up on Google Lens and it was pretty decent. I looked it up after the fact, but yeah, it seems pretty cool. Most of the time when I am thrifting for stuff, it's usually for things that I can stage with, because I don't really like having things just cluttered in my house. So I usually look for things that I can put into my photos in the background or on my pieces when I'm staging my furniture. Other than that, I kind of tend to leave everything else behind. That way I can also kind of refresh my staging every once in a while and not use the same props over and over again. And I actually list my items on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm going to start listing them on Etsy as well. And just, lightly use them throughout my staging process. But I found this really kind of cool shell case thing. I looked it up and I think it's a tray for butter. But it seems like it could be used for other things, if you know what I mean. Like caviar. No, I'm kidding. Worse things than that, but hey, who am I to say? Anyways, I found this freshly polished version of it that was selling for $28. So maybe if you cleaned it up, it would be worth some money. I just thought it was really cool and unique and thought it was worth sharing. Another thing worth sharing are these adorable vintage glasses that I found. They are so cute. Unfortunately, I didn't really, feel the need to get them or the desire to get them until I searched them up on Google Lens and found out that they were being sold for $7 per glass instead of the 89 cents that I found them for. And I had 4 of them. So, yeah, I feel like I could have made a pretty cool penny. But anyways, time for the honorable mentions. Like this jalapeno puncher guy. And this cute little pitcher. And this pretty plate. And this adorable milk thing pourer. and this fish guy. I kind of wanted just to keep all of them for myself. But anyways, I ended up finding this. I had no idea why, but I was like, this is worth something. This is heavy. It feels valuable, if you guys know what I mean. Let me know if you understand what I mean. And sure enough, it is worth $170 apparently, or $140, or $1,000. I thought that the one, $1,700, like, that seems a little pricey. But hey, if I can polish that baby up and make it new again, then why not? At the next thrift store that I went to, I ended up finding these really cool brass chalices, and I just, brass is super in right now, so I thought I might as well try to clean them up and see what we can make out of them, and in the meantime, use them for staging and stuff. But yeah, they're super cute. Obviously, they're a set of 2, and then I also found these brass candlesticks. If you guys find anything brass, just get it, because it's probably going to be worth something. But yeah, super cute, and you know that there's a brass cleanup video coming your way pretty soon. And I don't know if you remember this guy that I did a few weeks ago, but this one looks pretty familiar, doesn't she? Honestly, beautiful cabinet. Here's another beautiful cabinet. I thought about doing some sort of apothecary type of look with wheels on the bottom and new hardware and just polishing up her a bit, but don't have the room unfortunately right now. But there were so many amazing pieces at this thrift store. Honestly, I was gushing, but I just don't have the room. But this one, ugh, can't you just see it? Marissa Art Deco, Missflips style, that gold paint and designs all over it. Ugh, I would adore it. I honestly wanted to get it for a client of mine who's looking for a bar cabinet, but unfortunately I just think it would be too small in her space. But it was a great price, $100 for this baby. Ugh, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Might actually have to go back for it, honestly. And this set, I'm not too big of a fan of this style, but I have to admit that this set was in amazing condition, and anyone who gets it will, of course, be lucky to have it. It's so cool. And then there's this chair. This chair. I almost got it. I didn't get it, but then I looked up its relatives, and I find out that it possibly is extremely expensive, especially if it belongs to this super rare set of Haywood Brothers and Company chairs, apparently. I have until Tuesday to decide whether or not I want to get it. Please let me know in the comments what you think, or if you know anything about this type of chair. I would be thrilled to find out. Our last and final stop was this thrift store that's right down the road from my house, and I pass it all the time. And this dresser has been sitting out there for weeks. It has so much potential. The hardware is so cool. The legs are so unique, and it's dovetailed. It's in great shape. The veneer is pretty intact. And then I go inside and find out that it has a matching nightstand and dresser. I mean, come on. But again, I just don't have the room right now. I'm hoping that it lasts until I do, because I really want to go back. I need to tell you guys about what is about to happen. Because honestly, I'm just going to tell you in person. I'm gonna tell you this story, and then I'm gonna show you the piece. So I was, walking through this thrift store. I had just come from those 2 dressers to my left, and I was like, oh my god, it's a whole matching set. Oh my god, I want to have the room, blah, 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 blah. I gotta make space for them, yada, yada, yada. So I was going through and just looking at all the furniture, checking everything out, and I turn around and I see quite modest little desk, and I'm like, that's kind of cute. It looks very mid-century and oddly authentically wood. It kind of had an IKEA vibe going on structurally, but it looked real. Like it looked like really high quality wood. And so I go over there to inspect, and I'm inspecting, and I realize that it is real wood. And I'm like, okay, cool, awesome. It's nice, it's nice. It's damaged on the top. It's got some veneer damage, and the finish is a little scuffed. And the drawers are like a little messy on the inside. They have pen marks on them. I'm like, okay, I mean, it's $45. It's a decently priced item. Cool. Well, I'll let that sit there. I was the only one in this thrift store, by the way. This thrift store is not a popular one. So I let it go, not worrying about whether or not someone else was gonna get it. So I'm thinking about it, and I find this other, set of jars that's really cute, $35 as well. And so I was like, oh, okay, so that's 35, that's 45. I wonder if he would take 65 for everything. Like if I were to approach him for the jars and the desk, would he take 65? And so I go up to the counter, to the man and behind the counter, the cashier, if you will. And he's like, oh, yeah, I think I could do 65. And I was like, awesome, cool, that's amazing. So I take the jars into my car, and he's coming out with the desk, and he puts the desk into my car. I go home, I'm taking the desk out, and I look at the bottom of this desk, and guys, I see Danish. I see Danish, I see Denmark, I see GP. At this point, I honestly didn't know what I was looking at. I was like, Danish? Oh, yeah. That's like really popular mid-century furniture. That's all I knew. So I look it up. Before I go on with the story, I want you to see this desk and to experience what happened now. So naturally, I have a $3,500 Danish mid-century desk now. And I'm keeping it, for forever. But if you guys would like to stay posted for the restoration of this, please make sure to like and subscribe and do all those things so that we can stay a happy flippin' family. I will definitely be doing a restoration video in the next coming weeks, if not next week. I am pretty excited to get it into my new office. And please let me know in the comments if you guys would like me to do more thrift shopping videos. I absolutely loved doing this one, so I hope you guys liked it as well. But anyways, in the meantime, stay flippin', guys.